I'm going to try to inspire you today so that you achieve your entertainment media ambitions through both the law and some sort of motivational spirituality, which is why we're all here trying to study entertainment. Because we have a message and we need a voice. The whole question is how to protect that voice, get that voice franchised, and get it out there. So today, we're going to be talking about something called creative, intuitive, media specialization. That means how to use my intuitive gifts to unleash your creative possibilities and potential from both a business perspective and a legal perspective. Before I begin class, I just wanted to take a moment and center and think about some of the ideas you submitted to me. And I have to ask you if you're willing to discuss what was opened in your business plan a little bit, or your
my business is CJ's Cafe. I derived the concept of it from Cold Stone Creamery, which is a franchise and ice cream operation that actually creates ice cream on a cold stone platform so that it doesn't melt like an average ice cream cone or whatnot. One of my main reasons for doing so is because I have an absolute love for ice cream, and of course an absolute love for music and the entertainment industry. I also got somewhat of a confirmation to actually think about it, because I've always thought about it, but I never put mind to it, which was actually in one of our classes with you when you were speaking about Live Nation and how a great opportunity would be for them to do like a Starbucks cafe type thing and actually interacting and putting it together. So I derived that to possibly consider a partnership with Live Nation. So in the process I've developed my business plan and actually made a few connections to try to see if we can get that to happen. I want to focus it here in the New York area. There's a lot of cafes in New York right now that are considering creating a different feel and attracting different crowds. There's a skateboard cafe here in New York. There's a coffee tasting cafe where you can actually go in and have somewhat like a wine tasting, but it's generated specifically to coffee. There's a cafe that's specifically designed for homeless people that has AIDS and HIV, where the whole concept is like a bookstore. You can go in, you can have coffee, have poetry sessions and things like that, but it's really almost like a bookstore. So there's so much opportunity and growth to really market something different, and that's what I choose to do. There's a lot of things that are just going on. Hopefully by 2010, I want to try to open it if everything goes successful.
And I inspired you in this.
Yes.
So let us talk about how this inspiration came about with this creative, intuitive media specialization process. What did we look at in deciding this would be a good space? Current economic environment, excess capacity, media, platform distribution, and for value added. Right now, we're living in a situation where people need escapism. We have a very tough economic time. People do not have the option to take vacations the way they used to, and they need to be in environments outside their homes, especially in metropolitan areas. What we discussed in class is all this excess capacity in Starbucks. They're just serving coffee and sandwiches. However, those locations, those leases, and those properties can be multi-purposed, i.e. opened up to entertainment venues, places where people can come to speak about political issues, exchange ideas, true art house concepts that were alive in the 50s and 60s. And not only that, as Courtney adeptly pointed out, they need to be morphed into a new kind of experience where people can come, bring their pets, experience food, and also experience new artists as being really part of a community. You have these franchises that are national, that are taking advantage of economies of scale, but overall, what really makes them valuable is the fact that they have a local community impact. And Courtney's point is to find local emerging artists who can use a national franchise to branch out and platform to take their music, their creativity to the next level, to get it to an audience. And you'll see this happening over and over again because people have Facebook, people have MySpace, people have Craigslist, but they need an actual brick and mortar implementation of that. And that is what I, as the creative intuitive media specialist, noticed, that people need to come together again. There seems to be a going back to those days of vaudeville when entertainment was really live and on a circuit and broken up where people can go and be part of an experience outside their homes to make their daily lives different. All this two-dimensionality on screens, whether it be iPhones, internet, television, need to be enhanced with a real experience, especially in times like these where people have less money to spend and need more entertainment escapism. So Courtney is well posed to take advantage of these conditions totally if her concept is properly executed, and she seems to be on a good path. And unlike additional concepts, she has a unique value added in that she is really stressing local creative artists, and she wants to make the experience very personal. She knows the market, she knows what she's competing with, and she wants to deal with all those issues in a way to make an audience and a franchise come about, especially with the pets and food regulations she mentioned. This is groundbreaking in the sense that there are local cafes in the West Village where I live where pets are allowed to go to bars and coffee shops. They're done below the radar screen so the Department of Public Health doesn't know about it. However, if more people can bring their pets to a local environment, like a dog park but inside where they can have coffee and meet other pet owners, it will facilitate socialization and also add an additional component to their entertainment experience. So once again, Courtney is a great example of what we do at I Wanna Beyond in terms of creative, intuitive media specialists.